Hey beautiful soul seekers, it's Fiona from Siren Soul with Tarot Q&A Tuesday, and I'm super excited to welcome you here today to ask your questions to the tarot and I will interpret them for you. Now, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, please do give me a thumbs up because this is a free service to you. If you want to know how to ask your questions, simply email me at fiona@sirensoul.com. And I will endeavour to answer your question during the next week's reading. Now, if you'd like to be live on Zoom and actually have a chit chat with me, you are welcome to do that. You can either let me know you'll be there or you can simply show up. All you need to be on is the VIP Tarot Q&A Tuesday list, and that way you'll receive the link every day. Now, I'm going to let some people into the room because we have people waiting, and I look forward to sharing with you all the insight we get from today. Hello everyone, it's good to see some new faces. Claire, Michelle, and Joe B. We've got some questions from these ladies, so we're starting off with a small group today. We don't have our regulars on. I don't know what's going on. It's quite unusual. However, I'm just tuning in on a few modalities today, girls, because a couple of times I've had some techno issues and I don't want to have that again. So I'm just double whamming it with a few social media interactions as well. Bear with me while I just get into the zone. We are going to kick off with a pre-sent in answer from a woman named Catherine, and I'm going to read her question because she's had a really rough time lately, so we just want to really feel into what's going on for her, and I'll just tap into the cards and as I pull the cards, the 10 of Wands falls out. Now this card is all about a lot of responsibility on one's shoulders and a very stressful time. However, it is also a 10, and that is a time of completion, which to me, for this person, Catherine, I feel that it's coming to the end of the worst of it. But there does need to be some actual action taken in order to actually launch your new best life. So we'll get into the question more specifically. Now, due to the past 12 months having faced a lot of grief and health issues and a lot of emotional, physical, and financial draining stresses. So she's been through a heck of a time. And her question is, if I do a big change and move and start a whole new life elsewhere, is this what I should do? Or do I write it out through the current situation, knowing that everything, or one, business and work, environment, relationship, everything all in one, will fall back into place for the better soon? So it's a lot, okay? We're really starting off with a big question here, guys. Now, what I want to just let you know, if you're watching this, there will be a message here for you, even if you're not Catherine, because I always do a collective consciousness reading. So, of course, we've got some new people here. What this means is I'm going to do a reading for all those people that are not asking a question, and there's no coincidence. There's no such thing as an accident that you're here. If you're watching the message for the collective consciousness, there will be a little gift in there for you. However, we will just continue with Catherine. The question we are wanting to know is, we're going to start with the simple version. Shall she run and try and start a fresh start? Or is it about divine timing, and is she going to actually just allow this to unfold as it should? Now, hello, Aaron. Good to see you there. Aaron F. We haven't seen Aaron B for a while. Now, let me just work with this because Catherine, that's not the question. Is it correct action to ride it through? Is it correct action to just trust the process? Look, you know, I've got more of the stress. It's like this guy here in this image is mimicking you. Now, I want to stress that I'm feeling a masculine energy here, even though it's for a woman. And this is because you are trying to control the situation with your thoughts, and it's keeping you up at night and causing you a lot more stress than necessary. So whilst it is important to go with the flow of life, That does not mean kick back, put your feet up on the couch, and hope that it's all going to work out. Going with the flow, in fact, means listening to your instincts, your inner guidance, those intuitive knowings, the books that fall off the shelf, the things, the signs of the universe. Now, when we understand that the universe is working with us constantly, not in the way that some people think, it's not like a person telling us what to do. It's an energy reflecting what's going on for us and our soul being part of the process to guide us towards what is right for our greatest personal development and happiness and love and abundance and everything that is amazing for us. Because I'll let you into a little secret if you don't know this already. We already have all that we need coming at us in the process of time that is perfect for us. What blocks the flow is our human ways, our ego, our limiting beliefs, our conditioning, things that we have learned as a human as opposed to the soul aspect of us. Now, when we understand that the abundance is already there, that can be really confusing for the average person because they think, what do you mean? It's not like I've got this man waiting there or this money, it's not in my bank yet, etc. But what it means is that it's moving constantly and we need to get out of our own way to allow the flow. And then things start appearing for the better. So when we're in our own way, usually we have stuff going on that's of a low vibration. We're probably aggravated or frustrated or feeling the lack of something, not having the partner, not having enough money, not having good health. These are common examples. So what I'm suggesting is that you take a look at what you are experiencing that is not what you want. And when you can take that as a guidance tool rather than an actual problem, you can recognize that the opposite of what you want that is happening is actually launching some fabulous new ideas for you. And when you can get super clear on what you'd rather have, you can put that wish, that dream, that goal into a formula. So you have a written statement, you might have a photo that represents it, something to keep your focus on the prize, not on the lack, not on what's not going right. Things that are not going our way are always happening because we are getting a message from a divine guidance that we need to launch into more energy into creating our life. Not being a victim or to what is happening just by default. That's not being empowered. We need to be conscious creators. Whoa, I've just gone off track there with a lot of information for you. What I'm saying is we are co-creators with the universe, and that doesn't mean you have to think, if you want a new car, it's not about manifesting a new car. It's simply about getting your vibration high so that you can allow what already is there to keep flowing easily. So you will have what is for you, just don't lengthen time by blocking it with your humanness. Now, Catherine, back to Catherine, I divert, sorry Catherine. What we got there was that there was a lot of control in the mind, and that just blew my mind there because Catherine and I had a session the other day and this masculine energy came up again. Now, of course, Catherine is a beautiful woman. She's not at all masculine to look at. This does not mean anything about being a boy or a girl, but this force and this control is actually an out of balance masculine energy. And what we want to have is a beautiful balance of both feminine and masculine so that we can use our yin yang within us to create harmony. A lot like you using the balance of all polarities, so logic and intuition. The most prime example of how we need to co-create a blend of our logical thinking mind with an intuitive inspiration to step forward with. So if we want something in life, so Catherine, if you want something, know what it is with your logical mind. Tune into your intuition by finding stillness more often and getting out of the stress. We cannot hear our intuition if we are stressed. It is as simple as that. Bring down the nervous system, I've talked a lot about breath work for that, but we're now going to get more deep into that question because I believe this information is probably what the collective consciousness needs a little reminder about how life works sometimes, don't we? So, Catherine, what else do we need to know about that? What did we just say? Meditate. Like, this card is really explaining that it's time to just take some time out, get your ducks in a row, have some stillness. This guy is literally lying down having stillness. But what you will notice here, there's 3 swords here, and then there's one hidden under there, often depicting a missing piece of the puzzle. That, my friend, is your intuition. You need to collect your logical thoughts, take some time to meditate, and allow yourself to find the answers through your intuition. But I will give you some hope here. I feel very strongly you're on the right track in lots of ways, but see, look, this is a focused time for your business, developing what you love in your business. So this is a growth point within your business. This is a time for you to remember why you started the business, to be passionate and love your days, even though you're going to work your way up this little ladder here of your own growth. This dude is beavering away at a trade he absolutely loves, and I can't help but feel that this is exactly what you went into your business for. Personal power being the number 8, it's the 8 of Pentacles, all about self-strength, self-love, self-belief, and you work your way up the ladder. So it's baby steps. We're going to give you a list. Take time for stillness and meditation so you can calm down the nervous system and more easily hear your intuition to know what steps forward to make for yourself. In the meantime, focus on your business and remember why you are passionate about it, and dig into that and put your energy into feeding your heart and soul from a personal, individual point of view. The relationship, will the relationship renew itself? It's very possible, once again, we get another 8. Once you tame that inner beast by calming the overactive mind and being self-compassionate, you will find that you will more easily attract beautiful love, abundance, grace, and gratitude will just be something that you do because life is so blissful. So I hope that is amazing for you, and I hope that you got some clarity on your current situation. We look forward to hearing your response, and we can share that with the group next week. Is there anybody in here that I haven't let in yet? Hey guys, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate the support because it's my love to you coming out every week for just the goodness of sharing and caring, and it's something that we can have a two-way street with, right? Now, for those new people watching on, what are we doing, Zoom right here, right now, or even Facebook, please understand that there is always a replay, and you can catch that over on my YouTube channel. If you don't have the details, then you need to sign up for the VIP Tarot Q&A. Who's that? Q&A Tuesday. You want to be on the VIP list so you don't miss anything, okay? Coolness. Now, the next question we're going to launch into is for Richard. The lovely Richard. Oh, don't tell me I've started throwing the cards around. What was this one? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Richard is homeless. Well, it's not really homeless, but he's feeling a bit homeless. He does need a new home. Richard from Australia, this is. Richard. Thanks for your question, Richard. It's such a shame you're not here today. Hope you're catching it on Facebook while you're driving. Apparently that's what's happening in his life right now, he told me earlier. So Richard, are you going to find a place within the next 2 weeks? Let's just keep it simple, and then we'll see if there's any blocks holding that back, and we can let you know. Is Richard going to play? Richard, are these cards for Richard? Whew. Richard, are you going to find a place? Quite a beautiful yes, and I think it's going to be very beneficial for your personal expansion. I like this, Richard. I like it so much that I want to give you another card. I'd like to also mention we have had a lot of 8s and 8 vibration come through today. So the topic is what I would like to call personal power and abundance. And we always have a common denominator that pops up. Mute everybody. Mute. Okay, we are got Joe. I see you here and I have your question. Joe, you are on here a couple of times. I'm going to open up your mute, and if you would like to, don't feel obliged, but Joe, would you like to ask your question? Whoa, we've got a bad line. Maybe we can't do that. I'll read Joe's question for us, because otherwise we're going to get some crazy echoing. Right, we're going to start with your second question first, Joe. We're just going to clear that up. Do you think the current training course I am doing is the right path for me at the moment? I can see, and can you see, this is me needing those glasses, I've got to get some. And can you see me being successful going down this career path? Wow, this is going to be fun, because Joe and I've never met Joe. We've never had Joe here. So, is this the right training course? Do you think the current training course I'm doing is the right path for me? Okay, safe and appropriate to do a reading for Joe. We just want to tune into Joe's energy. They can do that. Okay, we're going to just use these cards, getting a little bit more, putting Joe's energy into these. Okay, Joe. Okay. Let me just see. Joe, is the current training course good for her? I would give it a thousand yeses. It's something that you're possibly quite passionate about as well. Now, will this be a success? What was? Oh gosh, I can't remember the question. One moment. I know what it kind of is. Can you see me being successful going down this career path? Well, I've got to say, if you're passionate about something and you can make it a career, you've pretty much hit the jackpot. And to me, it feels like it's a soul's purpose. It's a soul's choice. Not that it's everything your soul will be doing, but it does feel quite aligned if you're very passionate about something. But I'm just going to double check that. Well, of course, we don't get a simple yes or no. I get the Hermit, which I'm going to explain. So what this actually means for me, for you, is that it's a journey to see in this guy's lantern. He's got a star. Now that star is kind of you, it's very much you being your exuberant best self. So that would be, it's a process for you to be successful, and as long as you are on path and being connected in with your soul's essence during it. So that means don't just do it for a career, do it for your heart and fulfillment, and then you will make money as well. So the answer to that question more specifically is, if you focus on what you want, not what you don't want, along your studies, and have a bigger picture in mind with that career that is more than a money-making thing. So it has to be a meaningful, emotionally meaningful reason that you want this career. Now, at the current energy of the situation, like if nothing changed from what you're doing right now, is it most probable that this will be a successful career route for Joe? This is what we're asking for Joe today, because that's kind of just gonna, it does need something needs to change in order for this to be able to be the best version of what you could do. And then when you make I've actually got the most crazy combination of cards for you that is outrageous. So this is, you could not get more conflicting cards. Worst card in the deck almost, but most challenging. Once you've overcome it, you find your place in the world. So I feel there's something through the process that you're going through that's going to possibly turn your world a little bit upside down, if not just be a little bit challenging. Something you've got to overcome. When you overcome it, you learn more about yourself. When you find yourself, you find your place in the world. When you find your place in the world, you know that you are zooming through, right on track with your soul's purpose. Ultimately, it's a definite yes, but it just feels like you've got some personal work to do. When you find your independence and feel comfortable in your own skin and believe in yourself, you will start to just naturally be a strong, independent, powerful, self-sufficient woman. Doesn't mean you need to be by yourself. It just means that you are very capable by yourself. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, Joe, right? Okay, so now we haven't even done the collective consciousness yet, and I'm going to run out of time if I don't get into it now. So just allow me some time to shift the energy by doing my unusual breathing thing that comes through. Sometimes I yawn a lot, especially if I'm working one-on-one with clients. And if you guys do want a one-on-one reading, I do them on Zoom or in person for 1 hour, and you're welcome to book in at any time. Just email me or text me, whatever works for you. That's not all I do, though. I do other things in my clinic, but you can check out other ways of finding out about that on sirensoul.com. Okay, we're getting into the group reading. Is there any chat? Sorry, guys, I missed the chat. I'll look at that. What do we all need to hear right now that will be helpful for our next week ahead? It's just a simple one, not a life-changing year long, just the next week. Something simple for all of us. So for those of you who are not used to watching me, sometimes I just shift the energy through random breathing. It's not something that I need to do. I do occasionally use Aura Soma, which is a beautiful colour therapy modality that infuses essential oils, plant essences, crystals, and colour therapy to transform one thing into another, which is what some people might call as magic. Anyway, it's amazing. This is Saint Germain. Many of you know I use this a lot in my clinic as well. Just simply balances the vibration in the air. You know what it's like if you've walked into a room and somebody's been arguing and you go, ooh, it's pretty tense in here. Just using this helps us to realign. Okay. Oh, God, guys. Well, okay. Huh. Interesting. 2 pages. Pages are usually kids. They often represent children. So this is the focus for the upcoming week. Funny, because in New Zealand, it's actually coming into the school holidays. But these could mean lots of things. So I'm going to actually give 2 versions of this reading because cards mean different things depending on what the question is and what cards surround them. Because there's 2 pages here, it is... Oh, interesting. Okay, this is about connection with children, connection with either children or your inner child. Okay, now I've got that. So in order to be connected with your inner child, it is also aligned with doing types of shadow work. So as I said, 2 versions of this collective consciousness card. Take the one that works for you. Version 1. Oh, got too much coming at me. Version 1 is to be aware that we all have an inner child that can cry out to be heard, seen, or understood at times. If this week you find yourself reacting in a situation that you feel is probably overreacting or not really a balance for the situation at hand, just be aware that that's possibly a trigger that's giving you a sign that there is something to be healed there. I don't always like the word healed because it implies that we're going to fix ourselves. But what it does mean is we get an opportunity to let go of some old baggage. And when we let go of baggage, we feel more great, we feel more youthful, we feel more fun and bouncy. So that's 1. Be aware of your childlike reactions to stuff. It could be your inner child. And it's an opportunity to do some shadow work, otherwise known as transforming those limiting subconscious beliefs that can play havoc with our life. Now, number 2, the second collective consciousness card is around passion. If you are at a point in your life where you're feeling a bit lost or you wish there was more, have a think about what you're passionate about as a kid. or what did you want to do or be when you were little? This can give you a very strong insight into where you may need to put your attention for a life that's more fulfilling and satisfying. Now, with that said, we are actually recognizing that during some of these tarot Q&A Tuesdays, every week we tend to have a bit of a topic, like a common denominator, a theme, you could say. And tonight's I will probably feel into more around passion and how important that is on your ride of your soul's purpose. Now, I'm going to share with you why this is important after I give you the understanding of last week we had a glitch in the system and a few of you didn't get your readings. I want to say to Aaron B that it was a suggestion to stay in your business but to branch out and maybe become more of an overseer and have employees. Renee, she was in Canada and she wanted to know about someone who was playing a very kind of like a bully part in the situation with her work environment, and she wanted to know where this was going to affect her progress in her career. The answer was a no, but it did imply also that she needed to look at things from a more heart-centered realm. Not that she was looking at them without heart, more that there's some shifts that need to make around business, passion, happiness, and success. And this is why, I should have had my paper handy. This Thursday at 6 p.m, it might be 7, I haven't confirmed, we are doing a group intuitive masterclass on embracing the queendom and kingdom of you and your business. How to make money, which I never talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it for the first time because it came through so strongly last week. How to set your energy so that you attract love and money as an energy, anything else you want, by understanding the process of setting your business up from a heartfelt point of view that can make more money with ease than a struggle point of view that is the old school way of doing business. I'm pretty excited about it. You'll probably hear about it if you're on the VIP Tarot Q&A list, but if you're not, just message me, fiona@sirensoul.com, and I'll tell you all about it. And the week after, we will be using this Tarot Q&A to talk about passion and the importance on your soul's purpose and how to find and ignite that passion from your heart, the inside out. If you're feeling stuck in your life and you're just wondering, is there more, or is this as good as it gets? Because we want you to live your best life, and if you're not following the signs and you're missing all the points and you haven't got these extra tips, you might just be at a crossroads. And with all the stuff that's going on in the world at the moment, there's more people at a crossroads than not, which is kind of frustrating for me, but at the same time, it just empowers me more to want to share my message. Aaron, if I will answer your question, just would like to know anything I need to know at the moment, please. Keeping it simple. Okay. Is this Aaron's question? Is Aaron? Oh, goodness. Wow, we're going to have to put a double whammy. We've got the devil. Now, there's no bad cards in the deck, guys, so no judgment on the devil. The devil can be about addictions, mostly is about addictions or living a human life. So we don't know what this means for Aaron because he's just thrown a random question out there. So we want to find out, what is this relative to with Aaron? So we'll just get another card to get more clarity. Now we've got passion. Told you we always have a common denominator. This card is the Ace of Wands, always depicting a new passion. Always can be a new passionate relationship, can be a new passion that you're starting, a new hobby, can be the start of a love affair. It can be all sorts of things that involve passion. Now, if we combine that with the card of the devil, the devil is something that we're chained to that we're not really chained to. So it means, see, if you can look closely, these people they're chained, but the chains actually are not holding them tight to anything. They're simply loose and open. But when we're addicted to something, we feel like we actually are chained to something. Like we have to have that cigarette, or we need a drink, or we need to go shopping to make us feel better, or we want to do gambling, we can't help ourselves, or we are eating food because it makes us feel better and nothing else will. And all of that is just actual bullshit, but it does require work to get past those addictions, right? So in the scheme of this combination, this is a very challenging blend of cards. It's like polar opposites. So I just need a moment. Is it about that? So my feeling with it, Aaron, is to, okay, yeah, I just feel there's need to follow your passion on, I can't explain what I got then. Is this card right? Follow your, just drop some of the things that you feel are holding you back and weighing you down, and follow the passion of the heart. That's the simplest way I can put it. And I can't help but get curious, like I always do with you, and you always challenge me. So I'm like, and what else? So we'll just go, yeah, new money making venture. That's complicated, isn't it? Because mind you, oh my god, Aaron, oh my god, oh my goodness, I should say. Can you please find something you're passionate about that you can start a business online with, that you can do from anywhere in the world? Get your teeth into this, let go of some of the addictions that are habits, and watch yourself fly. Oh my god, I just got that feeling in my heart. Okay, so watch yourself fly. So I'm pretty excited about this, because this is something that you can take with you wherever you go, which is exactly what you need. And then I just pull this again. I pull it again. I pull it again. I had it all pull it again. Okay. So as I've said, common denominators today, passion. We need to know what makes our heart sing. So I'm going to give you all an exercise to do after you get off here tonight, because this is some way that you can stimulate some good vibes energy. And I know some of you on here that have already done the Nurture Your Soul's Purpose Challenge with me would have done this exercise. This is the exercise. Find some time. Maybe not tonight if you're too tired. Do it on Saturday or Sunday morning when you've got, 45 minutes to sit with yourself. Grab your journal or a piece of paper and a pen and write down 100 things that light up your heart, that make your heart sing, that you love. That means that things that you love. And I encourage you, as I always do with this, to think of the most minute things, even more than the big things, because the most minute things are actually more important. Even savoring your coffee in the morning, feeling the sand in your feet, buying new underwear, hugs with your boyfriend or girlfriend, kisses from your dog, whatever it is, write 100 of them, and then send me a message and tell me how different or good or bad you feel after it. So take note of how you feel before, rate it out of 1 to 10, then do the exercise, and then tell me, has your vibe gone up? When you're in good vibes, when you're radiating those good vibes, when your energy is on fire, that's how easy it is to get good stuff back. Because we don't need to manifest by focusing on the shiny things in life. We manifest by getting ourselves in those high vibe zones. And that's the thing that people don't know about online. There's all this crap talked about how to manifest. Just feel good. Even though that's actually not as easy, I know, that as it sounds. But when you do that, you just naturally have more good. You know what happens? It's like on a bad day when everything goes wrong. You get up, you stub your toe on the bed, and there's no toothpaste, there's no milk, and the traffic's bad. The whole day just goes from crap to crappier. But on the good days, when you're in love and things are blissful and the sun is shining and things just get better and better. It's momentum. Momentum of what we put our energy into. Because where our energy goes, when our focus goes, energy flows. Where our focus goes, energy flows. How long have we been going for, guys? I'm not even sure what the time is. I think it's time for me to sign off and love you and leave you. Is there any more messages? Thank you from Aaron. Yes, my stuff is always complicated for some reason. I know. I like a good challenge though. Thank you, Leah, for your input. Oh, sorry if this is delayed for some of you. It's just the unfortunate thing about technology. I actually blame it on, if I'm allowed to blame, all the retrogrades that are going on in the planetary alignment at the moment. If you are keen to join the Thursday 6 or 7 p.m. yet to be confirmed masterclass, intuitive downloads around resetting your business, this is specifically designed for a number of people. Linda, Mel, Renee M, Leah, Lisa, and Michelle and Catherine. So I know that not all of you can make it to the actual live. If you are a woman, well, it doesn't have to be a woman, but there does seem to be some woman energy around this. If you are a person trying to make money in your business or not quite satisfied in your work and you need to come into a better relationship with money and get clarity on the special message that your business has to offer, this masterclass is for you. Can't wait to see you there. On that note, guys, we are going to say thank you to the beautiful tarot for all the wisdom that is basically a portal into our subconscious so we can understand ourselves better. And I will love you and leave you until next week. Sayonara. Ciao. Ciao, guys. Ciao. Good to see you. Better get onto Facebook now, see what's going on over there. And okay, what's been happening over here? We're going to end it. Sending all my goodness and love and light to my fellow Siren Soul insiders. See you next week. 5:55, Tarot Q&A Tuesday. Ciao for now.